So guys, so many people on the internet has been calling out Tinubu, saying he's the worst president Nigeria will ever have. And if you care to know why Nigerians are saying all this, I tell you, there is hunger in the land. As a result of the recent increment in fuel prices, take a look at some of the lamentations coming from Nigerians. Take a look.
What happened? You say what happened?
God go arrest APC people.
Direct.
They leave God. Why they carry hungry beat people? God go arrest all of them one by one. They not go have peace.
Amen.
They not go have peace for Nigeria.
Amen.
I think they use to boost Nigeria, and somebody go use to boost.
Sweep them out. Very correct. You say if you see anybody who wear APC tag for neck, what you go do?
That's why we are APC post up for already. God, I go come out. Put for one corner.
Oh, direct.
After the talk say, make it hungry with them, and some God go return the hungry for them.
Back to sender with that.
Back to sender. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
We have off 2 fridges in my house. Only one freezer is working.
So these are the adjustments we're talking about that people are having to make. And I barely drive basically to the office. So most times the full tank will take me a week and a half, a few days. So every 2 weeks, you want me to be paying 50 something upwards of 170,000.
In fact, when your fuel tank is now on half, you begin to panic because that's where your budget takes you to.
Yes.
If your fuel tank comes lower than half to a quarter, or even kissing the E, you know that you're looking at 100,000.
Yes. These days, once it gets to half, I'm trying to buy because I can't predict what will happen in Nigeria. But see, we talked about families having to choose which child goes to school.
Yes.
If any child at this point in time. We spoke about 101. People right now are doing 001. I told you about the lady who said she eats every other day because of her children. And I simply do not understand. We're in a country where this is a natural resource that comes from. Kilefe, what do you want? What do you like? Yesterday, I'm so sorry. I'm vibrating right now.
I am unhappy. Yesterday,
I'm vibrating.
I'm trying to cook concoction rice. Do you know that I bought one smoked Titus for 2,500, and I wanted the rice to really be fishy so that it would be nice. So that multiplied by 5, because all of them were scrawny like this. And you wanted it to buffer your soup. That means at home now, I'm telling my children that, oh yeah, you know that thing that they used to serve rice in party? That one that you pack rice inside and used to do one scoop.
Yes.
I think it's 2 scoops everybody's going to be eating.
Yes.
Because you cannot continue like this. How many families can afford more than one family? Told me that a friend of mine told me that in their house, she and her husband will share 1 egg, and their 3 children will share 1 egg, so that they can spread the 6,200 naira crate.
Yes. 60.
Now eateries and Yaput, they are selling 1 egg 300, some 250.
And you ask them, what is their gain in there?
I don't know.
These people, their gains are not, they're very tiny.
And yet you will hear some of them telling us that, oh, now that the president is on vacation, that by the time he returns, he will have the brainwave on how to move us forward. Are you kidding me?
Saying that, yes.
It's so disheartening and painful.
See, right now, I'm even annoyed at this bar. And it's even, let me even tell you, I'm the one who approved the bar, but I realized NNPC is 998.
My own is I bought 1,050
naira.
Yes.
So it is 1,050 naira. How many of us have the time to queue at NNPC? We are trying to make the ends meet. Let me tell you, the ends are this far apart right now.
And please,
the
guys,
ends,
be wary.
I want you to see me, please. Nigerians, the ends are this far apart. The ends are this far apart.
Yes.
There's no, where is the middle ground? I'm not middle class. I don't feel middle class anymore. My socioeconomic standing has changed. And if it's, I'm so sorry, blessings. And if it's this how I'm feeling, I can imagine people lower on the economic scale right now.
How they have Tolu.
What do you want from Nigerians? And I looked at that guy, he was pumping the guy, and I was thinking to myself this morning, I can say I can afford it.
Yeah.
But what about other people?
Is it that until Nigerians start to drink water from gutters?
It's until we use blood to run our vehicles.
We're paying for fuel, we're paying for light, we're paying our children's school fees.
Ladies,
do you know how many parents have not paid?
I can't do this.
But beyond this, we have a government that is not listening to the ordinary people on the street. It's not listening to the unions. It's not listening to the business community. It's not listening to the clergy. It's not listening to elder statesmen. We have a government that wears the garb of infallibility, that arrogates to itself an all-knowing role. A government that is implacably arrogant, superciliously conceited, and downright self-righteous. It only loves listening to its own voice. This will not lead it anywhere. Time has come for government to sit with appropriate stakeholders and find a way out of this conundrum. Because I tell you, and Nigerians, that this 1,000 plus that we're paying now, this is not the last bus stop. In the next couple of weeks, prices will go up. You mark my word. Thank you. For those who have been insulting our collective intelligence, who say that petrol is cheaper, that petrol is costlier in other countries and so on and so forth, that Nigerians literally have petrol for free. Shame on them for insulting our intelligence. They tell you how much they sell petrol in Ghana, in Cape Verde, other countries. They don't tell you how much they earn in those countries. Now, I have with me a chart. This chart was prepared in 2018 when our naira was 360 or 350. Now, let me just go through a few countries for you. Benin Republic, monthly salary in dollars is $68. Burkina Faso, in fact, in Nigeria at that time it was 49.72 dollars. In Benin Republic here, $68. Burkina Faso, 59. Cape Verde, 132. Chad, $103. The Gambia, 26. Ghana, 48. Guinea-Bissau, 32. Cote d'Ivoire, 155. Liberia, 27. Mali, 48. Mauritania, 83. Sierra Leone, 98. Algeria, 162. Angola, 98. I can keep on going. That tells you, at that time, Nigeria was among the least. For now, it is undisputedly the least paying country in the world. And they tell us that petrol is literally sold for free in Nigeria. They are insulting our intelligence. Let them tell us how much they pay in those countries.
Once again, just to accept that, I mean, it's not getting better anytime soon. Not necessarily because of the reasons that the government has given, but because this particular administration doesn't seem to have what it takes to actually make things get better. And everyone, has just slowly started to accept it that this is not it. This is not going to be that government. If you thought that it would be in 2023, 16, 17 months later, at this point, everyone should have just accepted it. And what they, mostly would do is just continue to use, press statements and their spokespersons to just continue to kill time. As the 4 years starts to elapse and you realize that 3 years is gone and, they just continue to, kill time and tell you to hold on and be patient. We're putting the right policies in place. Be patient, be patient, be patient. I've seen an article this morning from, what was the Financial Times? No, not Financial Times. Can't remember who it was from. Financial Times, yeah. Financial Times. That basically just broke down a seemingly proper analysis of where we are with the current administration. And it just doesn't point in any direction that looks positive for us. And so, for me, that is what I believe, or where I believe that I have got it, even if I kind of always knew, but many other Nigerians have also gotten to that state where they just accept that, yeah, this is not that one. This is not the one that you've been waiting for. And if you remember, I mean, I've constantly spoken about body language and the actions of the government. In 2023, just before the elections, there's a reason that the obedient movement, no matter how many times you insult them, there's a reason that Peter Obi himself was able to gather that many followers and millions of Nigerians who stood behind him before the elections and was able to get 6 million plus votes in just 9 months, before when he joined Labour Party to the elections. There's a reason. It was because the people saw something that they could trust and something that they could believe in. So that's simple. It's not because he's been president before, but because they were able to see something that they could trust. The current administration doesn't have that. It doesn't have it. And you can't ask the next 100 people that you speak to on the road, and they would say, oh, yes, I fully believe. And
Breaking news. the federal government begins to sell 50 kg bag of rice for 40,000 naira. I told you this government is working. Before you get excited, federal government, where's your shop? We want to walk in and go and buy. Nigerians want to walk into your shop and buy. Where's your shop? Give us location. Tell us where your shop. Give us your shop address. You bunch of liars. You bunch of deceivers. Nigerians, before you get excited, say you want to go buy rice, 40,000 naira for Christmas. No go market. Go they argue with markets. Person they sell for market, say rice and this and they go beat you come up for market. So now start to they believe all this nonsense. There are some news that all these bloggers are not even supposed to share. No be so we enter House of Reps. Prison, talk say they suspend person. We reach there, that one saying a social media suspension. Now again, the money where they say that they pay coppers, Nigerian coppers, they say they took their money from 33,000 to 77,000. Now, coppers, NYC don't release, they don't drop press release today now. Saying a lie. Another social media lie. Another social media lie. The most annoying one I've seen this week is this one, where they carry 5,000 bag of rice, go on Anambra State with 300 gas cylinder. So my question is always like this: any small thing, federal government will carry rice, go drop. Federal government, after this rice, what next? If the rice finish, what next? These people are back to their reality. If the gas finish, how much would they use to refill this gas in the market? Federal government. How much? What next? Instead of you people to create a stable economy, at least make we dey produce. Even if na Igbo, make we dey export go countries where they smoke Igbo. You know they legalize for our country, but at least give us permit more they grow Igbo, they export. Even if na Igbo, when we say any other person, if you just wake up do now to go buy the seed, put them for your farm, the export. We know the smoke and yes, don't legalize it in Nigeria. Let us be exporting it, be making money. They are buying it very well outside the country. Netherlands are buying. More they sell it, but even if not that small one, empower the youth with that. Give them lands. Because the oil where we get, when I don't buy oil well for everywhere. We get oil, but now on the chop on. So the one that just legalize this one for us. I'm not a smoker, I don't drink, I don't do anything, but at least I go find one land, plants, package and well. So the person will get the best packaging, I ain't go to sell. We are not producing anything in Nigeria. We only import. We don't export nothing. That's why we are suffering. You people don't empower the youth in Nigeria. The only time you give the youth money is during election. So that the weapon will go fight, steal ballot paper. That's the only time people think of investing in the youth or empowering the youth to fight, to cause problems, cause chaos. To cause chaos. Even if it's Igbo, it's legal in other countries. Put it there. We respect our laws. Yes, don't do it in Nigeria. Send more, they send down. Lie federal government. Very anyhow people. You better don't play. You're gonna learn when the youth eyes open. You people will learn. All this government will not go learn when the youth eyes open. Wait, it's a matter of time. The pepper don't reach every. Sure, don't carry for go 1,013 naira. It's time. Give it time. It go touch their skin soon. And this one now, no be that one where you say, oh, let's go and set dates for protest. No, that day, that one place it will just start. Country, boom. You're gonna learn. Don't play.
My fellow Nigerians, especially Nigerian youths, I take God beg una. I dey ask you, is it that all of us don't come to the conclusion, say this Nigeria matter, this our condition for Nigeria, we are completely hopeless. That is Nigeria case don't dey helpless. We are a totally captured people. So no matter what in government do, no matter the policy, no matter how bad government treat us, there is nothing we go do. That is, we don't surrender ourselves. That is, as Nigerians, as we day to day, Nigerians be like the understanding girlfriend for bad relationship or violent relationship. So we are overall best in understanding. We can take anything. For those of our fathers, especially religious leaders, traditional leaders and all of that, where go they tell us, pray for country, pray for leaders, pray for country. Okay, with all due respect, our fathers in the Lord, we don't pray so Fuel don't reach 1,000 something now. So which kind prayer now they help the Saudi Arabia fuel? Which kind prayer they support Russia, Europe and all that now? Or is there something that we as a people need to pay attention to that we are not paying attention to? I thank God beg on our Nigerians, because see, the truth of the matter is, on the earlier all of us come to the understanding, say this current government and system of leadership is the real weapon that is fashioned against our lives. The earlier the better for us, to ensure that we come together and make sure say this weapon stop to the prosper. Because see, everybody in Nigeria today is just a potential victim waiting for government or Nigeria to happen to you. God forbid. But even when they say God forbid, remember that today's victims were yesterday's survivors. Tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. The dead can no longer die. The next set of people will go die, go be between you and me who are alive. God forbid. As we do I don't care, the prayer be say make the victim card no fall on us. Today in Nigeria, there is good leadership, there is bad leadership, and there is APC. What this current government is providing for Nigeria is the textbook definition of how not to govern a country. Nigeria as a country...
First is that you can't float a currency you don't have supply with. It's like building a non-gated house in a criminal-ridden society.
So guys, this is one of the things we keep saying about politics. You know, Tinubu thought it's just about grabbing power. You grab power, you don't know what to do with it. You can imagine, since Tinubu came into office, it appears he has no clue of what leadership is all about. Every day they keep doing trial and error, because that's what they've been doing with the lives of Nigerians, playing and toying with the lives of people and businesses too. You know, he claimed he knows it, he knows how to set up the best of team. Now his team cannot rescue Nigeria. Look at the economic woes Nigerians are going through. Tinubu that say he knows how to assemble best of brains, best of team. Now look at it. They don't have any clue. The only thing they are waiting now is just to recover money that was spent during election campaigns and all that. But as for giving the dividends of democracy to the people, it's far, far, far from them. They don't think about you and I. Guess what? Tinubu is currently abroad and Nigerians are groaning. The NNPC has come out to release new pump prices. And they don't even care to know if people can afford it or not. How much is your employer paying you that you used almost 100,000 naira to fill your tank? You do go from home to work using your car. And now, just filling up your tank alone is going to take you your salary or even more. So how do they expect people to really work in Nigeria with the fear of God? How do people work without messing themselves up when these leaders are not ready to create an enabling environment? So guys, a whole lot is going on in this country. And I think Nigerian people have got to wake up. Honestly, if there is any time for people to come out to protest against the kind of leadership we are seeing under Tinubu's administration, I think it's now. Nigerians can't just keep... What kind of country is this? Every day you're anticipating and hoping that things will get better, only for you to wake up to bad and hot news every day. The naira keep crumbling, the insecurity get worsening, the fuel price keep increasing, food prices rising every day. And we are all hoping that things will get better just because somebody grabbed power he doesn't know how to use. And like people will always say, you can't make anything good out of power you know you grabbed. If you had just allowed INEC, we wouldn't have been in this mess. Nigeria will never forget Tinubu. Nigeria will remember Tinubu for times like this, when people can no longer feed their children. People are withdrawing their children from school. We are not even talking about the out-of-school children in Nigeria. Let's even take care of those that registered themselves. Look at our education system. It's in a dilapidated state, and nobody cares. So guys, Nigeria is just a drama ground. Every day is one story. Every day. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others. Drop your thoughts in the